Welcome to our next adventure. This one is to Mount Feathertop, elevation of 1,922 metres. We left Brisbane in a hurry because we're chasing a window.
Okay, we're off on our next adventure out to Mount Feathertop. We'll be climbing Mount Feathertop. So our first stop is Mount Hotham, my old hangout where I used to go skiing all the time. So I'm looking forward to it. I've never been up to Mount Feathertop, but a new adventure. Now the thing is, we are chasing a window in the weather. So at the moment it's really poor weather. We've got around 16 and a half hours to get there. That's how long it's going to take us to drive there. By which stage the window of nice weather will have started, hopefully.
As we're driving, we're getting all sorts of videos from our friends, well-intentioned friends, because they're thinking we must be crazy, right? So we get these clips of snow falling at Mount Hotham, and everybody's thinking, what are we doing? But little do they know that we are actually chasing this weather window. So on Tuesday, we're supposed to have nice sunny weather with wind increasing in the evening. And then on Wednesday, we've got higher winds. And then Thursday should be terrible. And today is Thursday. Look at it out there. It's white. You wouldn't be hiking today.
We've arrived at Yakadanda. It is now 9:15. We've just had something to eat. We've got changed into our hiking gear. So we left 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 9:19 in the morning, so we've gone all night. And we've got another hour and a bit to go to get to Mount Hotham. So we're looking forward to the hike. Now things may be changing a little bit today with the weather, so I'll explain it to you when we're at Mount Hotham and deciding what to do. There we go, we have snow. Look at that. November and it's snow just for our walk. What can I say? How good is that?
I don't know about sleeping on top of it, but it looks gorgeous.
Well, that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be sleeping. So that's Mount Hotham. Mount Feathertop is behind that. It's actually higher. So we're going to have fun.
So we actually drove from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock in the morning to get to Mount Hotham, and we started our hike just as we got there.
Diamantina hut, 1740. That's the elevation here. That's where we're starting from. And that there is Mount Feathertop. There we go, that's where we're going. All the way out there. I'll sleep just before him. How are you, Joe?
Just need a hand to get this on.
Alright.
Hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, isn't it?
Who said it's going to be cold?
It's actually 4.5.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the temperature. What a perfect day. It snowed last night, so we've got a sprinkling of snow. It is absolutely beautiful, perfect conditions. So tomorrow we're expecting a big wind. So what we're going to try and attempt to do today is go down to Federation Hut, set up camp and do the summit today. So we've done the summit and then tomorrow we just have to come back. So let's see how we go. I'm sure it'll be a great hike. And that's the start of our walk, so Mount Feathertop. So there we go, 11 k's one way. We'll be camping well before that. And that's the start of the track. And it's a Razorback track all the way. There's the sign.
Yeah, you can still see you.
So there we go. And what you do is you complete this book to say that you're going up. Joe's just doing the book. we got our personal beacon set up as well, just in case. So
Car registration TAH 277 TAH.
that's it.
Trip intentions.
Overnight hike. There you go. And there is the map. So it's all very civilized. There's some people there as well. Everybody's out for this beautiful day. Very nice start to it all. Very civilized track. We'll check in once we get going a little bit further. A little bit of a first climb. Just a few hundred metres into it. Nothing too major. We're going up. Just up there. It's Mount Hotham. That's where we started from. A little bit of a climb, hey Joe?
Just a bit.
Yeah. Alright. What a magic view. That's what we're going to see all the way across this track. Magic view.
So all you unfit people, it's no excuse because I'm very unfit at the moment. And I'm here. A bit short of breath, but I'm fine.
And that's the top of the first hill. And there is Mount Feathertop. About a kilometre into it, there's our first patch of white snow. There we go. But unless you're here with us, don't expect to see it when you come, because it's probably not going to be here. First sign, Washington Creek 5.5 and Harrietville. Now, you can come from Harrietville up the mountain, which is just in there. There we go. That valley is Harrietville. And you can climb up, and it's the views towards Mount Hotham.
Ski lifts.
There's the view of Feathertop. It's like from this track, it's like it's calling you to go there. It's sucking you in. That's where I am.
Still looks so far, but it doesn't, you know what I mean?
Gotta go all the way around. So at this stage, that peak, we've done a kilometre, so that peak is 11 kilometres away from us. That's how far it is. So we've got to walk 11 k's to make the top of that peak. That's where it is. It's a beautiful sight.
Better hurry up because the snow's gonna melt.
Yeah. From this peak, it's a little bit of a rest run. So it's down all the way down there, and there'll be another little bit of a climb. What a beautiful spot. Yeah, so we've come down that first peak, which is just up there. Look at the sky. Wow. And sort of traverse across the side of this peak. I don't think we're going to climb it. So, and there's the lifts of Mount Hotham up there. I'll zoom in on the lifts. There you go. There's the lifts. So we wonder what's around this corner. Let's have a look. Wow. Look at that. There is Mount Feathertop calling us again. It's like it's there all the time in the background. Now we need to come to. What a beautiful part of the track. The video doesn't do it justice, so I guess you can't see the steepness very much. It's just spectacular in the valley down there. Look at the valley, Joe. Oh no. Just look at the valley.
So now as we come around this corner, there's the valley, and the track traverses around the other side of the next hill, so we don't get to climb it. It's a little bit of steepness, but there's nothing hard about it. So there goes Jo, she's disappearing behind the hill, and she's gone. Yep, there is a bit of steepness there. Some guys coming in from Mount Hotham down there. Yeah, there is a bit of steepness. So it's a little bit of a slow climb down. Obviously on the way up, it's going to be a slow climb up. Okay.
Proof there's definitely snow here. I ain't gonna eat it because I don't know who
Jo
peed
had
on
to do
it. But there is snow.
There we go. The higher we go, the more there will be. Recently, a bushfire came through here. And this is how the landscape is shaped. Trees are dead. It's actually quite common around Mount Hotham at the moment, which is very different to when I saw it last. But that's, I guess, what bushfires do. At some point it'll regrow. It just takes time. But as we came around the corner down there, that's what we saw. And no Mount Feathertop yet, so I reckon as we come around the next corner we're going to get our next peak of Mount Feathertop from a closer vantage point. It's Mount Hotham up there. And that's what we find as we come around the corner. Mount Feathertop calling again. This stage, it's quite a long flat run. We're 2.5 k's into it, so looks pretty flat for a long while. So it's been kind to us. We've arrived at the 3k mark. It's been pretty flat. Sort of walk on the side of the hill like that. It's fairly flat, and most of the way Mount Feathertop's just looking at you. It's just fantastic. The views here are spectacular. It's the only way to put it. Yeah, what a beautiful walk. First 3k's has been worth every minute of driving down here. Let's see what the rest is like. So there's the next peak. Going to the top. Wow, look at that. Spectacular. Still pretty flat track, but look at the way that Mount Feathertop looks. How nice is that? Yeah, it is melting. How nice is that? Another beautiful view. It just keeps coming here. The whole track is right on the ridge and you got views all the time. Your eyes are just feasting on just beautiful areas and views. Big expanses of space. Today it's just beautiful. You've got the blue sky. You've got white snow. But I tell you what, when the wind comes through you can feel the cold. It'll be very interesting here in a blizzard, I reckon. So as we were saying, day trackers, you know, you could go up here and get caught, and then what do? You're actually better off having all the gear with you, so if you get caught, you can bed down. Like here, you could bed down and spend the night if you needed to. Without the gear, what would you do? It's very easy for the fog to set in, the weather to come in. So you really need to be careful in these areas. It's happened to a lot of people. Oh, that's the 4k mark. Still pretty flat. Haven't had much drops or climbs. Just walking along the ridge. And Mount Feathertop still there. Looks fantastic. The landscape's changed a lot here. You can see that the bushfire's gone through here. And there's regrowth. The first bit of regrowth we've seen. And there's the next peak. You can really see the regrowth happening here from the bushfires. Looks quite spectacular here. And we're 4.6 k's. So we've got a long way to that mountain.
It's funny because when you look at it from the car, it doesn't look that far. And then when you start walking, it's a very different story. But it's hard to tell on the video, but it's getting bigger and bigger here. Looking more and more spectacular. So we've just hit a bit of a rocky patch. Obviously much slower to walk with the rocky patch, and it's only like 100 metres from where we took the last shot. So you just got to be careful not to trip up. And we're coming down. This Mount Feathertop is above us now. And going down, so that means we'll be going up soon. So the last K and a half or so has been through this. No sign of the mountain. Just walking through the scrub. Or bushfire affected. Joe has just advised me that it is time for a snack. Pulling up here, it's sheltered from the wind. It's nice and green. We've walked out of that scrub. The scrub is now gone. And we're actually 6 Ks into it here. So we're probably about halfway now. And that's what we've got to go. There. How's your banana? So we've actually got a bit of a climb. Been at it for about 10 minutes. It's a nice steady up. A little bit of an effort with a track that looks like this. Still no sign of the mountain. This is exactly the 7K mark and the climb tops out. We're at the top of this hill. Still walking through scrub. But we're no longer climbing. It's flat again. So just as we come up to the top of this little plateau that we're climbing, there is Mount Feathertop. We've seen it for the first time in quite a while now, but it's there, hasn't moved, and we're walking through sort of scrub land, but it's fairly flat here. So since we've been on the flat, we've been walking for about 150 metres. So just up the road, Joanne spotted a path. Looks like we're going straight up there, off to the right. So as we come around the corner onto this hill that Joe spotted the path on, Mount Feathertop is on our left, and you can see the snow really melting away now. So it's fallen overnight and it's slowly starting to go. But to our right is Mount Hotham, right there. Much further away now. We are sitting at the moment 7.3 Ks. So we're just coming up this hill that we've climbed. Looks pretty spectacular. Yes, it's very nice up here, isn't it? It's like a turning point here. Mountains go forever this way, mountains go forever that way. We just met those people. We're coming back down from Feathertop. Just as you climb this, there is Mount Feathertop. There we go. It looks like the track runs along the ridge here now, hey? It's nice and easy. It's a nice ridge. It is really a ridge. So you've got a drop on this side, major drop, there's the wind howling through, and a major drop on this side. So this is as a ridge as you get. Great spot. And now we've actually got a very big drop. Joe's attempting at the moment. But yeah, it's quite steep there. It's hard to show it on a video. So the hut that we're staying at, Federation Hut, is just in that saddle there. So this is where we've been right up high, exposed here on both sides. Joe's just put it up. It's cold.
It's past.
It is a cold wind. No question about it. Okay, this is our 8k mark. We're probably a couple of k's away from the hut, Federation hut, and very close to Mount Feathertop now. This is our 8k. It's a little bit rocky through here, nothing that can't be managed very easily. So 8.3 k's into it, we've got like a rocky gully. You come down, from there you go into there, and then straight up. You got that little bit to contend with. That's at about, I guess it starts at about 8.1 k's the whole episode. You got this to contend with. Just on top of this gully at 8.35 k's. There we go, flattens out, and there's Mount Feathertop. Almost staring us in the face. You get to some interesting steps right on the side of this mountain. Not far though. And this is almost the final hurrah, I'd say. There's Mount Feathertop. And it looks like the track just traverses around the sides of these mountains, but we'll soon find out. So we're at the 9k mark. There's Feathertop, and just in there is our campsite for today, Federation hut. We're very, very close now. Very close. I'd say the next kilometre will probably be at the fork. So the fork will split off to Federation and to Feathertop. Decide what to do at that point. So we're almost at the 10k mark, but it is flat as here. We're very, very close to our campground, and just to our right from here is Mount Feathertop. So we're about 250 metres off the 10k mark here. And there's the first close-up look at Feathertop. Yeah, looks nice. $10k mark, we're walking through a bit of scrub, but we're very close. It's the 10k mark. So that's what it looks like. 10.5 k's, and we're looking at our camp right in there, and see people staying there tonight. And I would say where that track ends, to the right is Mount Feathertop. Let's go check it out.
And so we hike up all the way to the fork in the trail. So where your camp is Federation Hut, which is to the left, and to the right is Feathertop. And it was about 4 o'clock when we got there, I suppose. And there's a decision to be made. Do we climb Feathertop that day, or do we leave it to Wednesday, knowing that the weather is going backwards?
There's the fork. That's the camp. And the other way, it's Mount Feathertop. Now, the weather is favourable at the moment. It's not too windy. I reckon we have a crack tonight, this afternoon. We still got 3 hours till sunset. So even if we take an hour on the mountain, we've got another 2 hours to set up camp. It's 4 o'clock, so we should be pretty right. So I think given the fact that we're expecting some high winds tomorrow, I reckon we visit it today. What do you reckon?
Especially if I can ditch this pack.
We'll ditch it now. We've dressed up a little bit because it will be bitterly cold up there. It's probably half an hour to the summit, I reckon. Got our gloves, the hands already cold. It is cold. It's probably about 2-3 degrees, I reckon. And it'll be blowy up there, so therefore you really need to dress up. We've left our backpacks just here on the ground. and we'll collect them, and that's what we're doing, going up that. So off we go. We'll give you some info from the top. Looks like a nice climb, but without packs it'll be easy. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's pretty cold up here. So just when you think it's over, you come across the rise and there's another one. Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. Stunning. Very high up here. Very high. So there's 2 more peaks. That's what it is, it's 2 more peaks. So we got to get to the end.
There is no end.
Yes, there is. There's always an end.
So Mount Feathertop has got multiple peaks. You come up one, you think this must be it, and you look over the top and
There's another 2.
there's another 2 or 3.
It's the second last peak. Bit of snow, we've got to get up that. There's one behind it, and that's it.
You don't know if that's it.
Maybe, let's find out. We can see the end.
No, this is higher.
No, it's not. That end bit's higher. So, that's the end. There's actually little posts there. So, off we go.
When you get to the top, you certainly do know you are at the end of the mountain and you are higher than anything that you can see. So it's a great feeling, it's a great achievement.
Well, that's it. We have made it to the top of Mount Feathertop. This is it. Woo! Look at that. Right to the top. What a beautiful place. Look out there. Look to the other side. 360-degree views. And look behind you. Look at that. That's it. We've made it to the top. Woohoo!
They lied.
They lied
Again.
again, but you've made it.
What was it like climbing Mount Feathertop?
Do you really want me to?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't help that we're exhausted and that they said it would be 20 minutes. We bumped into some hikers on the way. So I thought 20 minutes I can hack the pain for another 20 minutes. An hour and a half later we get to the top. So I was not impressed. Not that you can tell from the photos, but I was grizzling like a bear. Just looking forward to my comfy, warm sleeping bag.
But it was nice to get to the top.
Look at that. We have made it. Top of Mount Feathertop. Wow. What a beautiful place. Look at that. Worthwhile every minute. There you go.
And then we came back down again. We pitched our tent, and boy did we sleep that night. After 28 hours of not sleeping, did we go to sleep. And apparently it got to -5 that night at the camp. And this goes back to having the right equipment, right? It's the sleeping bags are fantastic. We didn't even know that it was cold outside. And what was the first day like?
Perfect, yeah. The weather was perfect.
How were your legs?
Sore.
So there we are, we slept the night, bitterly cold. It's probably, at a guess, -2 or 3 at the moment.
It actually snowed. It snowed in the morning when we got up. It was snowing when we were packing up. And some of our hike back on Wednesday was through the snow.
Hail /
Snow.
We are getting some flurries of snow showers coming through. So there we go. Very, very cold. So we're very happy that we did Feathertop yesterday, because today would have been a very difficult time, and obviously would have been missing all of the beautiful views when it comes to snow showers. There we go.
So, and that's Federation Hut, so you can actually use that to make your food and that, which is really nice. There's actually a wood heater in there, but no lighting. So yeah, there you go. Federation Hut. And Mount Feathertop is just up there, that way. Probably 2 k's from here to the very end of Feathertop, the last hump on Feathertop. Which, if you're going to do that track, make sure you get to the last hump. Until you got there, you haven't gotten there. So yeah, this is Federation Hut. Oh, and there's toilet facilities there as well, which is really nice. Yeah, everything's sort of under control. Oh, time to have some brekkie, and we pack up and we start heading back towards Mount Hotham. We're just starting to have breakfast, and the snowfall is increasing. It's coming down quite heavily now. So yes, we're going to be having fun packing the tent up in this snow. But I guess that's the high country. You're going to get this. And it might be a very interesting track back today. So looking at this, I would say that we certainly made the right decision doing Feathertop yesterday, without a doubt. It was a good call. Inside Federation Hut, Joe's starting to pack everything. Joe, how are you feeling?
Not bad, a bit cold, but
It is
it's alright.
cold.
At least we're protected here. So.
Yeah. And there's our breakfast. So, we had some brekkie. And good having a good stove always. And Federation Hut has served us well. It would be hard in this weather doing all of this. So all we've got to do is just pack up that tent after brekkie and we'll be right. It's nice to be inside while the snow's coming down. At the moment it's actually starting to feel like we might be getting snowed in. Look at that. It's starting to come down very heavy now. It will be a very interesting day, I have to say. It is the 5th. In Federation Hut, there is a logbook. Joanne's filling it out. It's to say we've been here. And now we're heading back. But that's how it's done. I guess it's a record of people that come here when they leave. Just in case something happens and they're looking for someone.
And I always ask for your rego too.
There's some information, you got to put your rego down, your car rego.
Intentions, comments.
Trip intentions. Hiking back to Mount Hotham. Actually to the Alpine Road, not quite Mount Hotham. Okay, time to walk back. How you going, Joe?
I'm well rested, well fed and warm, so I'm fine.
The snow showers have stopped a little bit. So it might be okay. We've met a couple of people up here, a couple of ladies. They ran up from Harrietville in shorts and t-shirts. And they're off to the top of the mountain, Feathertop.
They did rug up now though.
They were very happy because they reckon they got away from 6 kids. They got 3 kids each. So, but we're going down the Razorback down there, and we'll keep you informed. See how it goes. Off we go. That's the Razorback. That's what we're walking. And in the distance, right in there, is Mount Hotham. And that's the Razorback. That's what we're doing today. So,
That's our track home. So, some nutcase came up here with like a $20 tent and left it here. Why would you come up here with that? I don't understand it. Pretty cold up here, Joe, hey?
That looks like those mountains in Poland.
It does. That'll be brutally cold up there today. So our last look at Feathertop from close by, and as we head down the track back to our car. Snow showers have gone a bit. Good. That's back towards camp. Alright, Joe, off we go. What do you reckon? There's the track. And just as we get going, here come the snow showers again. So I'll be walking through the snow today. No question about it. We're definitely hiking through snow showers. It's pretty full on here. We're sheltered in this spot, but the exposed areas will be brutal. But definitely plenty of snow coming down. There's Mount Feathertop. We start to say goodbye in the snow. There we go. We are in a very exposed area here. The wind will be probably at the 50k mark, I reckon. The wind chill. Right into the wind. The wind chill at the moment, hard to say, but it's very much below zero. It's, wind's howling through there. Yeah, the exposed areas that we're going to be walking through. Oh, that wind. Mate, that's cold. That's very cold.
Pull up my face.
Hey?
Pull up my feet over my face.
Yeah, I can pull up your thing. Hang on.
It was brutally windy in the exposed areas. There was spots there that I have no idea how we stood up actually. The wind must have been, I don't know, 70, 80 kilometres in some spots, I reckon. And snow and sleet coming for you.
Alright, the weather's setting in. Right now, we go on there.
But the good thing is that most of the track is actually quite sheltered on the other side to where the weather is, so it's not too bad. It's only certain spots.
The Mount Hotham side of the track, so where the track dips below the mountain tops, is very protected. It's like there's nothing happening on this side, but you walk around the other side and boy, it's a different story. So we're 3.3 k's into our hike. Look at Feathertop. Can't even see it now. Weather is certainly changing, and there's a cloud up above Mount Hotham as well. There we go. So we're making tracks to get off this track before the weather really changes bad, because that's the prediction for today. What a beautiful view there. Just folds out in front of you. It's a pity you can't actually capture this on video properly. Yeah, spectacular. Now the sun is almost fully out. All of a sudden it's warm.
Unbelievable. And there is Mount Hotham looking at us. So, getting much closer now. Just over 6 k's into it. There's Mount Feathertop, looks very different to yesterday, a lot of cloud around it. So we're at the spot where yesterday we're thinking it was such an easy walk, right Joe? And we're at the tail end of this walk now. So it's quite a nice walk back. We'll be at the car soon. This now is 7.63 k's since we're at from camp. Very cold wind. There's Feathertop. Just what it looks like today. And we've come a long way from there. As far as this track goes anyway.
And here's Pete, the man himself,
That's it.
climbed Mount Feathertop all to the top in one day from the car, which was a bit of a stretch, and heading back to our car. Yay! Comforts of life. Hang on, wait for me!
So our first look at Diamantina hut, which is where our car is. It's right in there. So we are not far. From here we can actually see our car. You can just see that silver speck there. That's our car. This hike is very quickly coming to an end. We're at the 9k mark, according to my Apple Watch. We've stuck to the track. Now at the fork to Mount Feathertop and Federation, they said 8.5 k's to the Alpine Road. We're a long way off the Alpine Road, so I don't know. As usual, these walks don't make sense when it comes to kilometres. The signs don't work. But anyway, we're not far off the mark now. Probably, I'm only guessing, but probably another k.5, I reckon. Something like that. So after a long walk, without seeing our car, we're at 10.11 kilometres by my watch. We get to this, and there's Diamantina hut and our car. So it's much closer than when we saw it last time. The last hurrah is straight into that flat bit. No more hills, no nothing. There's Mount Hotham up there, well and truly past it now. It's on our left it behind. And there is our car, where the hut is. And that is one heck of a wind. Oh, it's got to be over 50 k's easy, probably 60 k's. The insane. Very, very low, very cold. Your hands almost instantly freeze up. The face goes like a nice block, so it's very, very cold. It blew its fury just at the end of the track. It was actually quite good for most of it, because around the other side it's very sheltered. So that was the nice thing about it. But yeah, it comes through this wind, that's beautiful. Last few metres of the track is truly the last hurrah. And we've officially made it
Joe's going to tick us off on the book that we have arrived. We're back home and safe.
It's the 6th today.
Yeah, it is the 6th.
Okay.
There we go. We have officially.
No one else signed it.
We were the last people on, the last people off for these few days.
And signed in anyway.
Yeah. That's it. We're ticked off. Now, time to get some R&R. Go to the car. What a walk. It was nice.
I'm looking forward to an SNS.
What's an SNS?
Strip and sit.
Strip
And shower.
and shower. And look at that. Mount Feathertop even is saying hello to us for the very end. There it is. That's what we climbed. Folks, we have made it. We're back to the car. Another adventure gone, another adventure done. This one was an interesting one. Different weather conditions. Very cold up there. We had a bit of snow. But it's a big goodbye to Mount Feathertop. It's been good to us. We've been there, we've done it. We crossed this one off our list. There you go.
So we're going next.
Mount Hotham. 3Ks to Mount Hotham.
And we have made Mount Feathertop. We've crossed that one off our list.
Yep.
It just goes to show that anybody can do things if you decide that you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to and we did it.
I wouldn't have done it without this bloke. No way.
Yeah, well, it's a team effort, so it's good. Then we came back to Mount Hotham and we're staying in a beautiful chalet for some rest and rejuvenation. So that was a nice end to our hike. And we look forward to our next adventure, wherever that may be.
Pete called it R&R. I called it Triple S. Strip, shower and sleep.
Yeah, that's right. R&R.
Triple S.
We'll see you on our next adventure.
See ya.